Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to some more EA Sports PGA Tour gameplay. We are back with the Super League. This is event 4. We will be playing here at TP Sawgrass. Today I am joined in the 10 a.m. tee time by the Big T, Howlin' Wolf, Robbie 10 and Shank Guy. So without further ado, let's get right into this one. Thank you so much for the continued support on the channel, guys. It truly is appreciated. For some reason, not feeling confident coming into today's round. I think I am currently at the top of the leaderboard. But we do have some fantastic members who are all competing for that spot. But at the end of the day, the main thing is that we are all having fun. So this course obviously needs no introduction. So let's see if we can find this fairway here on hole number 1. We do have an 8-mile-per-hour wind. Let's take this down the center of the fairway. It's a nice swing, perfect, and that should work its way over to the center of the fairway.
Yeah, that'll do just fine. It'll avoid the pines and find the Bermuda grass fairway.
So 103 yards left to the pin.
A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
I think my 60 degree could well be made for this. The wind should comfortably take me from left to right. It's another perfect. The wind's taking that round beautifully. This should kick out. Oh, I've generated a lot more backspin than I would have liked there. And look at that. That ball has found that slope. Wow. That's going to come all the way off the green. How unfortunate is that? I can't speed it up either, guys, so I do apologise. That is really disappointing and so unlucky. That is going to be a tough uphill putt for the birdie. 37 feet. 2 feet uphill. I was absolutely dialed in there too. Absolutely dialed into that pin. The greens are firm, I do believe. This is definitely breaking more from left to right, in my opinion. Just going to go to the edge of the cup. Now that should start to turn back. Didn't hit it despite adding 3 feet to the putt. And that is a disappointing part. The Big T, the only player actually birdied that one. But that is a tough pin location. And we will move on to hole number 2 at level par. This is a par 5. Certainly not hitting the power drive here. Just going to fully apply loft to the driver and hopefully let the wind do its work here. Center of the fairway is perfect, but the wind's not taking that at all. I've actually stayed on the right hand side and I could be in trouble here. I could well be obscured by this tree line on the right hand side. Fortunately, we're not. I think 9 wood's going to be good here. This is actually risky because I am dicing with the trees here. That's a good strike. Just playing for the center of the green. It should release out. It is going to hold the dance floor and it's going to leave me an eagle putt. Just that tee shot, the wind didn't move me as much as I expected it to. So it's another uphill putt. This one is turning all the way from right to left. Let's see if we can make an eagle putt here. This could well be massive. I've certainly got the weight. That's on a good line, by the way. It needs to keep turning. Oh, it just burns by the right hand side. I'll take that though. It is going to be my first birdie of the round. But thank you so much to everyone who is competing in these events. I think we're up to 40 members now. And it really is such a fun event. Everyone seems to be having a lot of fun competing in these events. So hole number 3, I think 6 irons made for this with the wind. Yeah, that 9 mile per hour wind should comfortably hold me up here. Intentional overswing as well. Let's track him well. Oh, it needs to get down. Oh, it's long. That is long. I really didn't expect that ball to go long there.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't
So
look
I
bad
am
in the air.
struggling
Hit the green, but didn't sit.
around TP Sawgrass at the moment. And this is now an important shot just to get up and down for the par. I am making a mess of this round. Hopefully that's a straightforward par putt. There's not much in it.
Not a bad shot out of the bunker.
But although I am going on holiday tomorrow, I can assure you, I am not on holiday mode here. I am in this to win it. It's a good par. We remain at 1 under. Robbie and the Big T Enchant guy, Howlin' Wolf, all above me at the moment. All good solid players, and I really need to get my finger out here. It's certainly been a slow start. Can Howlin' Wolf secure the par here? Let's hope so. That's a good up and down. Oh, that's actually a bogey. That's disappointing from Howlin' Wolf. He won't be happy with that as we move on to hole number 4. This is such a glorious golf course. Don't want to be too close to this trees here. That's a nice strike. The wind this time comfortably taking that round. This should kick forward for me.
Good smart play right
And I think that's going to be nothing more than a spin shot. 89 yards.
A little under 90 yards left here for his second.
Do you know what? I think it is going to be the spinner. I'm going to try and play that slope. I'm going to overpower this one. It should release out for me. Now this should kick down and forward. I didn't get that initial kick that I wanted, and I'm nowhere near the pin, but that is actually a really tough flag stick. Look at that.
That's very poor from that range.
Right, let's see if we can make a putt here. Something needs to change for me and quickly. Certainly got the weight. Oh, get in. That is a massive putt. Wow, I really didn't expect that. That is a huge putt. Does get me to 2 under par. That putt came out of nowhere and I really needed that. Hopefully that is going to kick-start my round here because it has been a very slow start. Some of these pins are tough. We move on to hole number 5. Not a lot of fairway to work with here. I'm going to try and take the tiger line. Bit of a fast start. That needs to get down. I think that's going to find the fairway bunker. It has done. Someone's actually in the water. Wow, someone actually kicked into the water there. I'm sure they did. 50-degree wedge, 151. That lie, I'm hoping this club is the number. I'm really relying on the wind here. We will go for a intentional overswing as well. This should get a good kick off the slope. That's a good shot from the sand. I'll take that. I did put a slow in it, which resulted in an underswing.
And to get it inside 10 feet, some doing.
This is another big putt. Surely I can convert this for the birdie. Should turn. It does turn. So back-to-back birdies for the first time does get me to 3 under with the Big T. Robbie and Shank Guy both at 2 under. Howlin' Wolf at level par. But I really do enjoy watching the guys on the green. And if you are interested in joining these events, guys, please check out our Discord. It is early 1981's World of Golf. I will leave a link to that in the video description. Hole number 6. This is a short par 4. This wind should comfortably hold me up. There's a perfect and take me over to the center of the fairway. It's doing exactly that.
No problems there.
That's a
gonna
good
wind up
drive.
safely in the fairway.
A total of 200 yards
Just
there.
90 yards, all that's left here for his second.
60-degree wedge should be the number here, to be honest. I think this is bang on yardage. We should generate a little bit of backspin here. There's a perfect. This is tracking well. That's spun far too much. What is going on early? It's another green I've just completely spun way off. It's firm, fast greens. And that is just poor. I really didn't see that spin coming in as much as that. So it's another up and down flop shot. And it's just not been my round so far. Not playing as well as I can. It's a decent recovery shot. It's going to ensure my par, albeit from 4 feet. But just not feeling it today. This is my probably going to be my lowest scoring round yet. But it's interesting to see that no one is above 3 under at the moment. And we do have some really good players in this lobby. We move on to hole number 7. Want to avoid that bunker down the right hand side. So let's take the tiger line down the left. There's a perfect. And that is going to be a big drive. It's actually a huge drive.
Hey, that's going to be right down the middle.
It's going to leave me 110 yards to the pin.
For the first time with notably the third.
102 yards to the front, 110 to the hole.
Right, I'm just going to apply a little bit of low loft here because I'm really wanting to avoid the backspin. It's a lovely strike. Now this should comfortably sit. There we go. Bizarre how it didn't generate 20 feet of spin this time, but I tell you what, that's not an easy putt. We all know how difficult the putting is now. You really have to get these centre cup or they won't drop. But it is my 4th birdie of the round. It does get me to 4 under. And I'll tell you now, there's no way I will win this week's event. This is just a case of getting as low as I can now and try to finish as high up the leaderboard as I can. Try to maintain my top place as the number 1. But that is going to be a big ask. The big T joining me in 4 under. Hole number 8. Oh, this is a beautiful par 3. Ooh, I don't see how I get close here. Look at that pin. It's really tucked. I'm going to try and play a kick shot off the bank here. Playing 5 iron, full loft. It's a nice strike. I'm liking the look of this. This should get a nice kick. Oh, it's kicked hard left. Wow. I just cannot get a feel for these greens at all. That is a poor shot. That is a tough pin location. It really is hard to get dialed into that. No way. I've hit the pin. It's just going to be one of those rounds. That could have been so close to dropping in for the birdie there. But instead, it's kicked 9 feet away. It's a good putt for the par save. But I've got a feeling it's going to be one of these rounds. I think I did say at the start before we teed off, I'm just not feeling it this morning. The course is posing a real test. Hole number 9 I don't think I'll reach this in 2, but we are going to go with the power drive. Try and take this down. The centre off the fairway. That's a clean strike. I'm hoping I can attack this green, but I don't think I'll have the yardage to get over the top of the tree and carry onto the green. But I've boomed at a fair distance. I'm certainly not hitting the power approach. No, I'm not going to reach the green. I wonder where that gap in the tree would take me. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Let's just try and lay up and play for the up and down for the birdie. It's a lovely strike. Yeah, that's a good shot. Oh, wow.
Solid shots at the par 5 and found the greenside bunker.
We found that greenside bunker.
Just needed a good bunker shot.
I'm just getting no luck today whatsoever. I really didn't think I would have kicked into there. It's a good pick shot. Hopefully it's going to ensure my birdie.
That remains for a birdie 4. This would be a good way to
Very
finish
little
off
in
the
this,
front
just going to
side.
play it firm.
Yep,
It does get me to 5 under, but that's a disappointing front 9. I think that's my worst front 9 out of all the events so far. But I just always think I've never went super low round TPC Sawgrass. Let's come back to the 2-wood here. There's a perfect. That should easily find the centre off the fairway. That's a nice shot.
Gonna split the middle. Maybe get a little rollout.
It's left me 125 yards
Second shot coming up
to the
Let's bring
pin.
in Iona Stephen.
125 is the number. Just a flick, pin, front right.
I think the
It's a sneaky
knockdown's
one.
bang on here. This should run out a little bit. It shouldn't sit down instantly. There's a perfect. This is a good shot. This should kick up and sit. Wow, that's such a firm kick. I just can't get a feel for the greens, guys. 1 minute they're spinning back 10, 15, 30 feet. Then the next minute they're releasing out. But I did land on the downslope there as well. Surely that turns. Oh, it's a lip out.
Speed there. That'll leave just
It is a lip out. And I did say about the greens earlier
So he'll clean that
and the
up for
putting
his
mechanics
putts.
that you really have to be accurate now.
Remain at 5 under for his round.
And Shank guy moves to 6 under. He's having a really good round. Scoring for me seems to be a low premium at the moment. Let's try and keep this below this tree. Should get a little bit of run out here with the low loft. It's a clever shot. This is a par 5 that I think everyone will reach. Whether or not you can hold the green is a different matter.
Right there.
276 in. I think 7 would. Full off. Let's try and overpower this one. There is a lot of movement on this green. It's going to find the green, but I think it may be a long, long putt. Could turn out to be a mistake. I actually think I could have hit 9 wood there. 85 feet. It's not the kind of putt you want. 5, so I'm going to go 95. Now it's just a case of reading the putt.
Right now, grind on that first putt. Get it inside that magic circle. At least try and guarantee a birdie.
Okay, this is just all about a lag putt. Wow, I think that's my first perfect putt with a weight. This is actually tracking well. It should turn back, but it just didn't have the distance. But it was on a really good line. That was actually on a really, really good line. It's going to be a birdie. Gets me to 6 under. I think I'm going to even struggle to get to double figures this week. Shank guy moves to 7 under. And this is what I like about this game. If you're not at it, you are going to struggle in courses. And to be fair, my course fit description for this course was very, very good, but just not playing well enough. We have had a little bit of bad luck as well. But if I can get to double figures, I'll be happy. Certainly, I'm not going to be at the top of the leaderboard after this round in the fourth event, that's for sure. Hole number 12. Now, is this actually drivable for me? I think this could well be. I think this is drivable, you know. Let's try and overpower this. It's an overswing, perfect. Now, surely this gets a good kick up from the fairway. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. I have just not had a kick this round. That is a horrible kick. Wowzers.
And into the rough. Big hit though.
Okay. Let's see if we can secure the birdie at worst. Should run out. Yeah, that's a good shot. I'll take that.
This is why so many players today favour distance. Good tee shot down there, nice and close to the green. Even though it's coming out of the rough.
This isn't the easiest of putts here. We do hole it. Gets me to 7 under. Shank guy going along strongly here. Robbie at 6 under. The big T at 5 under. And Howlin' Wolf having a frustrating day here at 1 under. But yeah, just not getting any breaks or rub of the green. Can we see if we can get to 10, 11 under? That's going to be my target now. Hole number 13. Fantastic. Par 3 this. I think 7 iron should be good. That wind should comfortably move me. Wind's just fluctuating a little bit here. 1 minute it's 7, the next it's 9. Okay, let's see if we can put a good strike in this. Now this should run up after an initial kick here. This should be good. Yeah, that's really, really good. It went long though. It went really long. That's went 16 feet past the pin. It's not the kick I expected, to be honest. But that slight fast did hinder me.
Well, he's had great conversion on putts like this, even when he's not.
Shank guy having the round of his career in this event, I think. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Make sure we don't underhit this. That's got a chance, you know. Oh, early. Just about sums up my round. It really does. Just not reading things as well as I should be. 7 under. And we move on to hole number 14. Certainly want to be on the right hand side of this fairway here. If you're too far left, you will be obscured by the tree line. I couldn't have placed that any better. It should be ideal. It should be on a flat surface as well. It's left me 179 yards into the pin. I think an 8 iron, where are we? Should be good here. I'm going to go 8 iron. I need to start getting something going here, that's for sure. Striking the ball well enough. This should get a nice firm kick off the slope. It has done. That's going to be a makeable putt. 9 feet. It's going to be a little bit uphill.
10-foot putt left.
Let's see if we can make a putt here. It's another lip out. Nah, it's going to be one of those rounds. So disappointing. And it's just a case of how far down the leaderboard am I going to slip. Shank guy going really well at 10 under. I doubt I'm going to reach double figures now. It was a poor front nine. It's an even worse back nine. My putting's not been the greatest. We have had a few unlucky kicks and breaks. But probably just not getting close enough to the flag sticks.
Frank, what's the key on this approach?
So
here
hole
at the
15, we are now 162. Is 9 iron going to reach this? I'm going to go for it. Just a little bit in between clubs on every single shot here. This should get a nice kick up onto the green. Why is the wind not taking that? Where is the wind? And why am I generating so much backspin? It's bizarre. Really, really bizarre. I cannot put my finger on what's going wrong here. And now I'm at the case where I'm just going to try and make everything now. It's probably going to go against me. Good effort, but that's a missable par.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
This is actually a really tough putt. I can't see it turning more than that.
Boy, nothing seems to phase
It's going to
this
keep me
guy.
at 7 under. I really need an eagle here to get things going.
Comes away with a par.
Let's try and take this over the top of the tree line. Hitting perfects for fun, guys, but I don't know what it is. Just not been selecting the right shots today. But it's just going to make me hungrier for next week's event,
Squarely in the fairway.
because this has been very, very average from me. Oh,
Setting
wow.
up in the fairway, 200 yards
This is going to be a
to
lot
that
shorter
this cut.
approach shot than I expected. Let's go 7 iron. Play that wind. This should sit down pretty quickly. This is tracking really nicely. Should sit. I'm calling shots and they're just not happening. That ball bounced.
Yeah, struck it so well you could see
It's an
that
eagle
by the
opportunity,
reaction of
albeit
that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
a tricky downhill putt. And I really need to make something happen now. Certainly got the weight. Oh, how's that turned like that? That middle section was a very, very weird read there. It's certainly not done what I expected it to do. It is a birdie. It's going to get me to 8 under par with 2 holes remaining. And we're on the world famous island green here. This really is a fantastic hole. I'm really in between clubs. I think we're going to have to probably go finesse iron. Finesse 9 iron here. But Shank Guy having a fantastic round. Robbie at 9 under as well. And fair play to these guys. It's good to see people beating me, to be fair. It's a nice shot. It's a really nice shot. And hopefully we can convert the birdie. What a putt that is. Who is that? That Shank Guy. The man is putting for fun here. That was actually a really good putt. There's no way that turns more than that. The way things are going for me today, I wouldn't be surprised. Gets me to 9 under. It's going to be a big ask to birdie the last here at TP Sawgrass. Highland Wolf as well. He's had a fantastic back 9. I think the last time I shouted out his score, he was 1 under. So here we are. The final hole of what's been an extremely frustrating round for me. Don't want to be too greedy here because water is on play. It's another perfect. I've just found the wind and everything to be so inconsistent for me this round. But at the end of the day, I've just not played well enough. There's no one else to blame other than myself. And I think 7 irons bang on here. One set, yeah, that's going to be good.
You have to be precise with your
Another
time,
tough
buddy.
pin.
You can't be
It really
looking
is
at the water
a
or
tough pin
mouths on the
location.
line. Plus, there's
The
all
wind's
round
just
the
fluctuating a little
so,
bit.
in the end, look at the flag, look at the flag, go there.
Now, I couldn't have hit that any better. This should be money. This should be all over the pin. It's just trickled into the fringe.
Running so high.
Now, this is why I leveled my putting up to 3. I'll be disappointed if this actually doesn't drop. It's missed by a mile.
Nope.
Maybe even lipped out. But yeah, that is such a disappointing round for myself here. Really, really disappointed with that. That's my worst round of the event so far.
Okay, so that will wind up a par.
But we are going to finish up at 9 under. Big shout out to everyone who joined in at 10 AM. Great rounds there from Shanghai, Robbie, the Big T, and the Highland Wolf. And that is going to conclude today's video, guys. But if you did enjoy it, please make sure to smash the like button. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.